again, why do they call it frat boy culture and not male feminist culture? I mean, if you think about it, frat boy culture is in a liberal campus where everyone is as progressive as possible. Male feminist culture, on the other hand, you hear about it in the news all the time. It's like prominent male feminist has been found. But anyway, let's talk about this. Another lawsuit. They keep stacking up, don't they? Like Blizzard isn't taking a break, it seems. Couldn't happen to a nicer company. So apparently the reason they're suing, and this time is the investors, is because Blizzard failed to tell them about the pervasive harassment going into their company. Now, take into account that at this point, nothing is proven. All right, like just because I'm using the logic of the progressives, just because I'm using the logic of the social justice activists, doesn't mean that legally speaking, Blizzard did anything wrong at this point. I mean, the only reason that I like that it's happening to them is because they're a very progressive company and they already decided to fire a voice actor way before the voice actor was proven to be guilty. And if that's the logic, then yeah, I expect that they're going to be punished just because of the accusation, right? I mean, this is the standard. Believe all the voices, blah blah blah. So with that out of the way, I want to say that this lawsuit, like legally, Blizzard hasn't been proven of doing anything wrong at this point, especially nothing illegal. But it seems that the investors are already considering as this frat boy male feminist culture was actually taking place within Blizzard and they were not being warned about it. So I'm really curious, like how do you go, like going to your investor and like even bring it up in the conversation, like here at Blizzard, yeah, we take advantage of women. Like we definitely harass them, but like shh, don't tell. I mean, I know it's illegal, but like shh. I I mean, I don't know. Maybe am I not understanding something from here? Right? Like, look at this. This is apparently Blizzard discriminated against women and minority employees, right? If they did this, like, notice how no diversity officer is being questioned about it. Like, they're not saying like this diversity officer should be fired. Because apparently, like, that's literally their job, right? To find diverse people to bring to the workplace in order to be discriminated by Blizzard. What a fucked up job that is, huh? It's like you're the type of guy that has to invite the Jewish people into a holiday trip during Nazi Germany. Like, how can you live with yourself if you did something like that? My God, But this is what the HR and the diversity officers at Blizzard were doing, and apparently, like, no one is asking for their names and resignation. Did you notice that? Like, nothing. Like, no matter what happens at a company, the HR and the diversity officers are never to blame, ever. Like, they're always squeaky clean. Like, okay, fine. That complaints for harassment and discrimination and retaliation made to HR and leadership were unaddressed. Well, apparently, like, even according to the lawsuit, they were addressed. It's just like they weren't happy with the way they were addressed, right? Not serious enough. Pervasive culture of harassment, discrimination, and retaliation will result in a serious impairment to Activision Blizzard's operation. So this is what I love about it. Blizzard, just like many gaming companies, aren't companies that are supposed to produce games anymore. They're companies that are supposed to produce wokeness. Did you notice that shit? No, seriously, like, think about it. Recently, you have the employees do a walkout, and apparently, like, no one is working on World of Warcraft anymore right now until they get the situation under control. Did that happen when they release a bad game? Did that happen when they managed to take a classic game like Warcraft 3, managed to do a remake of it, and right now it's barely playable? I mean, not only does it look awful, ranked, I believe, is removed from it. Like, features are missing, right? Like, I would have been ashamed to go out with a product like that. And I don't have a brand to protect, right? But in the case of Blizzard, they released a bad game, they milked people of money, and no problem, right? Like, the investors weren't worried, the employees didn't do a walkout, no one, decided to stop project on a game in order to try to fix Warcraft 3 remake, right? Because companies aren't there to produce video games anymore. Like, video game is the byproduct. Video game is the opportunity for the company to lecture you about social issues. Because without video games, you wouldn't care who these people are. Right? So they lecture you on Twitter. They lecture you whatever they can at conventions. They lecture you with their own characters in the video game. It's really 100% about social justice. Just that. Video games don't matter. They're in the sideline. So only when social justice is being threatened, only when like one of their uh, studio executives gets accused of harassment, only then like, oh, whoa, we need to stop. Oh, whoa, the investors. Oh, whoa. Huh? And I think the main issue is that they don't have the goodwill of the community anymore. Because if they did have the goodwill of the community, you'd have people like defending Blizzard, just like they defended Vic Mongoya and how they defended the voice actor that they fired for Kelthus. All these people were defended because people would say, "Well, let's see what the lawsuit says. Let's wait to see if the jury finds them guilty." Eh? But no one does that anymore. Why? Because I really don't care if Blizzard did it or not. I'm pretty sure they did it at this point. Again, male feminist culture and all. But normally, right? People would wait and they would still buy Blizzard products, and as long as the game were good, they would be like, like this drama, we don't care about it. Like let the courts handle it and whatnot. That's what would happen in a healthy market. But we don't live in a healthy market. We live in a place where the corporations lecture you about how to live. And if that's the case, we get to lecture the corporation to keep to their own standards. They wanted to have a responsibility. Okay, hold them responsible. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.